Sorry about that. The video cut back, so we'll make this a part two. I guess I can only record so much, but like I was saying, the top 10 wasn't meant to be a pissing match or to say, hey, look, I'm better than you. It's meant to keep us building and to build to the best of our ability. Um, like I said, the prizes coming in from Scott Vickers and from Freddie over at H-Town Models, the little side bets that I did with Big Eddie and stuff like that. It's a camaraderie. It's a friendship. It's just something, a little bit of motivation. I didn't, I put that out there for the ninth spot is just not that I was being cocky or have my ego brought to the bench. It was to, motivate these guys to build it. And some of these people that we have in the hobby, I can speak for myself. When I was younger and needed help and needed inspiration and needed, I'm going to say, like a teacher. I needed somebody to show me where I was failing and what I was lacking in my builds to be able to become Mr. Mini Dreams, and I would get turned down or very vague questions, not finding the information I needed to succeed the way I wanted to succeed. I found out real quick my own limitations in this hobby, or the boundaries I put upon myself. I could do anything I want to with plastic. You can cut it, you can shape it, you can paint it, you can strip it and repaint it. There's no limitations except for what we bound ourselves to be at. What was it? Who was it? Tool Taz on his lifted pickup truck. I was watching his video, and he had one of his buddies paint it, and his buddy is no longer with us anymore. So he not only has a good looking build, but he also has a memory of a friend of his that he can't talk to his friend no more. He can't, be with his friend no more, but he has that piece. He has that piece of the hobby that his friend did with him, or for him, I should say, and they share that together, and Tool Taz will always have that memory. I'm not upset with the vote. I'm not upset at all that I'm not on the list. I told Chip I am able to talk to Chip on the telephone. Even in his own video last weekend, he posted up, or this week I should say, he's posted up that he'll give his number and he's willing to talk to you about your thing. And it ain't just with Chip's Top 10. It's been at regular shows. I've been contacted over the years about people being biased and showing favoritism, or, well, just this club is winning because they're part of the club and stuff like that. Like Chip said himself, if I did not earn it, I do not want it. So you're going to have to want to earn it versus, believing, how should I want to be proper, I want to be polite, but we do have people in the hobby that think their shit don't stink. And when you try to tell them where you think they need improvement or what their build, or should I say skills, are lacking, then they think you're bashing them, that you're just being a punk to them and a bullying them, and you're talking down to them, and that's not true. Look what Darren Cooper just did. He wanted to know. He contacted Chip, and he wanted to know, how was I scored? What do I need to do to be better? Darren offered us a really, really clean CUDA this month, and man, it was open doors, open trunk, detailed hood pins, interior, the only thing, me personally as a builder, I asked Darren. I was like, Darren, I'm asking, I'm not picking apart his build. I was asking, I said, Darren, you spend all the time to do the trunk jams and to do the trunk support, and the trunk is hinged. You open up the doors are hinged, everything works, but then his hood ain't hinged. His hood is just the stock hood with the stock hinges on it. It displays very good. The video was great, and Darren shows in his video, he even says to himself, or he tells to us if you watch the top 10 videos, that he put decals on the roof because he liked it. And that's what he wanted to do. And some other people will come back out and say, hey, Darren, did you know that's not factory? Or, hey, Darren, you put that on the wrong spot. That was Darren's choice to put the Plymouth decals on the roof. He even says that in his video. Now, would a judge at a contest think, hey, look, that's not factory, that's wrong? Yeah, that's the judge's opinion. That's the judge's take on Darren's build. Now, would a judge also not like the way Darren did the door jams? It could be. It could be all kinds of different stuff. But Darren gave his build up for to be judged. When Darren didn't get to the top 10, instead of being upset or angry about it, Darren said, hey, Chip, I would just like to know, what was it about my build that I can improve? I'm willing to improve. I want to improve. And he gave Chip the opportunity for Chip himself to go over the video, go over the build in a video per se, and then turn around it to us. So Chip is going to take Darren's build. He's going to make a video of Darren's build and judging it, so we can see how Chip would judge it. I would like to know who the other judges was, just to thank them for all the hard work they're doing. Some other people, I've seen it in person, that they follow a judge and they would try to persuade the judge to their build, and I think that's why we don't know who the judges are. That way we can't say, hey, Chip, look, I'm putting in this little black Honda here, I have no motor, but believe me, man, the interior's good, the chassis is good, and if I had a motor, I would have put a motor in it, so give me the most points, you know. And I understand that's why we don't know who the judges are. That way you can't be constantly hounding, like persuading. I would rather a judge look at this build and say, look, Minnie, you did a good job. It's a pretty cool looking little car. But you have no chassis, you have no engine. What was I supposed to do? I was like, okay, cool, I agree with that. Versus saying, hey, Minnie, you don't have no motor, no chassis. What do you want me to do? And then I go and tell them, hey, look, just give me 50 points. You know, that way I could get 5 judges at 50 points. Gets me up there to about 250, 300. You know, at least that probably get me to the list, because my 70 Impala was on the list with 341. You know, and you know that's why we don't know who the judges are, because of stuff like that. And it's sad to say, I'm a 41-year-old man. I've been showing my models at contests for years, and I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. What Chip gave to us on the top 10 is great. What Chip is going to do at the end of the month is just a quick build. And he says it's a gasser. That was a theme. And he would like for all of us that get in the part and build a gasser, jump in on the top 10 on it. Whether you make the list or not, you're sharing your work. And that's what I believe the top 10 is focused on. I don't care if I'm not on the top 10 list. I don't care if I ever made the top 10 list. But I'm going to try to enjoy the hobby. I'm going to try to support my friends in the hobby. And this is what I want to do. This is my enjoyment. Building is my enjoyment. You know, it's not, if it turns into a job, how many of us hate going to work? You know what I mean? So you don't want to turn it into a job. You don't want to be coming down here to your bench and getting flustered and frustrated. So don't build in the attempts to, hey, look, I got to knock Butch out of first place. Hey, look, I got to go after Chucky Monster At least get second place so I can get that prize. You know, don't look at it like that. Look at it like, hey, I got to do my best because I want to do my best and I want to enter the top 10 or any contest per se to show my work, to get the reaction from my peers, to see how others approach my building style or what they like and dislike, you know. And that's why I do it. Like I said at the beginning of the first video, I can only speak for myself. I can't put words in anybody's mouth. I don't want to say he said, she said. I'm telling you exactly how I feel. So that way you guys can know me and what I'm coming with versus to say, oh, I heard or I seen in the video. Well, I'm going to tell you straight to the point. I won't lie to nobody here. I give how often I can give. I share what I can share. Or I should say I share what I want to share. But I try to take part in what I feel is correct. I build for my own pleasure. I share with you guys because I do. What did my wife say? My wife says, I'm seeking attention. Well, that is true. I don't have nobody around me other than just a few friends and maybe my father. He's always supported me in the hobby. But, you know, that's why I come to YouTube. That's why I'm on Facebook, because I want to share what I'm building because I enjoy it. I get excited about it, and it shows this is me. You took the model cars away from me. Well, now, you know, now I've been married for, 15 years and my kids are older now. But before, modeling is who I was. If somebody said, do you know, David or Mr. Mini Dreams, somebody said, you mean the guy that's always building models? And that was me. This has always been me. This has always been my addiction. That's why I'm not afraid to cut them up, because I know the final outcome is either I trash it, I showcase it, or I'll part it out. So to me, there's we all have accents. There's some flaws. Looking at Chaz's video this morning, and he was like, he don't know why he was getting some reaction to the clear and the Tamiya paints he was using. And Alan Spence even put in his video that he has a resin body, and he's had some reactions to his paint as well. And this stuff happens to all of us. The different products we use and stuff like that. So to both you guys, don't get discouraged. It can be fixed. It can be restarted. I know Alan is is in the process of moving, and I know Chaz is on a strict income, being that he's in home. If you guys don't know Chaz Custom, go check him out. If you guys don't follow Alan Spence, you guys can go check him out. They both are on a limited fund, so the resources that they use, they have to stay within budget. And right now, the budget is not supplying the supplies that they need. So Alan has put some stuff up on eBay. You can go check him out as the Brown Bag. He's got some of his builds up there. I think they're way too cheap, but that's Alan. That's how he put his prices up there. But go over there and check them out if you guys collect builds or something like that. Alan's got 3 really nice pieces up there for sale. Chaz, go check him out. Every now and then he does a little tutorial or whatnot. But we all have flaws, and these gentlemen put their flaws on TV or on YouTube, I should say. They're willing to learn. They're willing to get better. You have some other builders. It's like, why haven't you posted a video in a while? And they'll be like, well, I'm not getting the outcome I want, and this, that, and the other. And even Chip himself. Chip himself doesn't show very many projects. Chip, he talks to us and he shares his ideas, but Chip is one of those builders. He waits more long to the final product. And then like I kind of miss Hunter would share like almost every step he was doing. And some people You know, they like to enjoy that. I like to give updates just so you can see me building. And which brings me back to the top 10 list. Talking to Chip, he was begging me. He goes, find a way to make that Mazda that you're working on for ScaleWorld.net, find a way to do the videos and to take pictures and make a video and show the detail in that build, because I'm lacking that, because I do a lot of videos on my phone. I'm not giving the photos at the end. And like Chip said in his videos, the more these judges have to evaluate and to pick apart your build by a clear video, still pictures and stuff like that, the better our chances that the scores are going to be. Right now, Butch has a good point, but look what Chucky Monster, he's right behind him. You know, 4 new builds got put on the list. None of my builds are on the list no more. The builds are getting better, and that's one thing I enjoy to see. I love to see that stuff. I love to see a builder like Alan always putting in 3 or 4 cars each month, you know. And the little camaraderie between me and Big Eddie about, you know, scoring higher than him and him scoring higher than me, it's because we're buddies, we're friends. We just just a little notion, a little bit to up our grades. The car I wanted in this month didn't make it. The car Eddie wants in, it didn't make it. But we both ended up building something else to make it, because the cars we're going to enter, this is the one I want to enter. You know what I mean? I got a long ways to go. And like Chip said, it ain't going to happen overnight. I can't take an 8-hour build and be top of the list. You know, Butch was working on that Chevelle, had to be since February, I believe. Maybe even he started it the first month. And he put his time and effort in that to be in first place. We haven't seen Chucky for months. And then he comes out with 3 beautiful builds. 3 really, man, you guys need to go back. Go to Chip's page, look at the top 10 for July. I'm in awe over Chucky's 57 wagon. That build is just beautiful, clean, beautiful, you know. And if you look at the list, there's race cars on there, there's full-blown drag cars on there, there's really nice, clean street cars on there. It ain't like the judges are favoring one subject over the other, neither, you know. So put forth your best effort, give it all you got. Win or lose, you're sharing your work. Win or lose, you got to enjoy the build. And win or lose, you're supporting the hobby. No matter who's on first, no matter what your score would be, between 1 or 500, versus the judges were being friendly or the judges were being asses. That is something that you personally project towards your build, not them. So build to please you, build to enjoy you, build to support the hobby, and enjoy stuff like this, like the top 10 list, making your videos. I'm like Chip. I would beg for you guys to make more videos so there's more stuff out there to watch. I get inspiration off some of your guys' videos, some of the stuff you do. Like I've been with Butch, talking with Butch here last year about, you know, seeing what I got to do to make a chassis so I can build a wild ride like he does. But that's about it. That's my outtake on the top 10, on what's going on in the community and whatnot. This is going to be another 20-minute video. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I give you something to enjoy today. I hope you guys feel where I'm coming from and know that, you know, it's all for fun. It's plastic hobby. Enjoy it. Love your fans. Love your friends. Most of all, family. And keep everybody close, because this world is getting nuts. And, you know, at least we can have something to come together. So let's not turn it into a pissing match and arguing and bickering over plastic. So this is Minnie. I'll see you guys as soon as I can. Have a great day. Have a great week. See ya.